What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new around here, hello, my name is Erin, and it would mean the world to me if you go ahead and subscribe to my channel to stick around. So today's video is going to be probably one of the more personal videos that I've ever done on my channel. So for those of you that don't know, I just finished my freshman year of college last year, so I'm about to start my sophomore year. And now that August is here and everyone's starting to do back to school videos, I figured I would go ahead and do one just talking to you guys about my freshman year of college, because I know that it can be scary and intimidating, and a lot of people go into it not really knowing what to expect exactly. Just so you guys know, if you're looking for a video that is very structured and more of a production and sharing 10 life hacks and, you know, all these tips and tricks, this really isn't going to be that. This video is definitely going to be more just laid back, and I'm kind of just going to tell you guys about whatever it is that comes to mind. I definitely have a few main points that I want to talk about, but we're just going to kind of see how this video goes. So if you guys want to know a little bit more about my freshman year of college, then let's get started. Okay, so I'm actually going to start off this video telling you guys a little bit about my middle school and high school experience, because I definitely think that it shaped who I am now and it influenced how my freshman year went. So this surprises a lot of people whenever I tell them this, but I was not a good student in middle school and high school. I just had a really bad attitude about everything, and it really started toward the end of middle school. I just never wanted to go to school, and I didn't care about my assignments. I just didn't care, and I wouldn't do my homework and all that kind of stuff. Like, I wouldn't necessarily say I was the worst student ever, but I definitely did not care and apply myself as much as I know I'm capable of. So once I started high school, I looked at that as an opportunity to get a fresh start, and I thought I was going to change and I was going to be a better student, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that did not happen. Freshman year was okay, and then it all just kind of started to go downhill the further into high school I got, and like junior year when everyone was really trying, and as I'm sure a lot of you guys know, junior year is a very, very important year in high school. Like, I was not trying, and honestly, I barely even went to school. I'd probably say I missed about 40 days of school like every year, because I just never wanted to go, and even if I did go, I was almost always late. My second semester of high school, I didn't even meet my first period teacher until like 2 weeks before the year ended. So I was not a good student, and I just did not apply myself. And also, I went to a very, very good school. It wasn't a private school or anything, it was just a public school, but I went to a very, very good school. It's one of the top public schools in the entire country, and it was a very big school as well. I graduated with about 700 kids, and it was like the popular kids were the ones that did well almost. That's at least how I looked at them. It was a lot of kids that were scholar athletes, and they had really good GPAs, all that kind of stuff. And just to put it into perspective, I graduated high school with I think like a 2.7 or a 2.8 GPA. I honestly don't even know. I was just so done with everything, I didn't even care about what my GPA was. And also, I know that I say that I had a 2.7 or a 2.8 as if it's a really bad thing, and I know that there are people out there that try really, really hard and they do the best that they can, and their GPA is a 2.8. And just know that if you try and put in all your effort and that's the GPA that you get, then you should be proud of that. It's just that I know that I personally am capable of doing much better than that, so that was a poor reflection of who I actually am. Once everyone started applying for colleges, I was at this point where I didn't even think that a college would want me there. I didn't think that I would get accepted to any of the schools that I was interested in, so I just didn't do anything. I didn't tour schools, I didn't apply to schools, I literally did nothing. I did take the SATs. I don't think I took the ACTs though. I just took the SATs, but I don't even know why I did, because like I haven't used them for anything. And high school wasn't absolutely awful. I definitely had good experiences. And as far as like social life in high school went, I never was super like outgoing. I never went to a party, like not once throughout high school. I never partied, I never drank, I never did anything. I was in marching band. I don't know if a lot of you guys know that, but I was in marching band all 4 years of high school. And that's actually how I met my boyfriend. For those of you that don't know or that haven't watched a lot of my videos in the past, I do have a boyfriend whose name is Ryan, and we actually started dating freshman year of high school. So we've pretty much grown up together. He is who I definitely consider my absolute best friend. Not that it was the worst experience of my life, but high school definitely was not what I had hoped it had been. So once everyone decided where they were going to school and I was in the situation where I was kind of screwed, I decided to just go to community college. I'm just gonna be very honest with you guys, I don't like it. It's not what I want to be doing, but it's kind of like the price I have to pay for not caring in high school and not really showing how good of a student I can be. So now I'm using community college as an opportunity to better myself as a student. Overall, I've definitely improved so much. My GPA right now is a 3.7. I'm on the dean's list, and I am a completely different student than what I was in high school. So I am happy that community college has brought me that opportunity. And so at the beginning of the school year, I definitely was not very social, like at all. I would pretty much drive to school, go to my classes, and then drive home. I didn't really try to make any friends or talk to people while I was in my classes. So community college is definitely very different from a four-year university in that way, because it's not like you're around these people all the time. It's not like you live in the dorm rooms together. It's not like you eat dinner together every day and do your homework together. It's like I just see them in my class. It's basically like high school still. So that's one of the reasons that I don't like it. So academically, I really didn't have any issues with college so far. Like I said, I went to a really good high school, and I definitely think that that readied me for college in a way that other students that I'm with weren't. Not like in a bragging way or anything, but a lot of the classes that I took in high school were like a level up from a lot of the other schools in my area. So I definitely think that I was more prepared to go to college, so I didn't have to try as hard in my classes. So those were really easy. I do think that's part of the reason why my grades are better, because I did go to such a tough high school and there's just so much pressure, and then transferring to community college, there's not that like weight on your shoulders. You know, you kind of do your own thing in college, which I personally love, but that's one of the reasons why I really want to go to a four-year school, because I am at a point in my life where I am so ready for change. I am ready to move out of my parents' house. I'm ready to kind of start doing my own thing. I know what I want to do, and I just feel very stuck right now, not being able to pursue everything that I want to. And also another thing that was really, really hard for me was watching my friends, Ryan specifically, just because he's who I'm closest with, but watching my friends live in their dorm rooms and have fun and be with their friends all the time. And it's even just the little things like having someone to do your homework with, or having someone to eat dinner with. You know, I want to be spending as much time as I can with my friends, and I just, like, none of my friends are here. They're all living in their dorm rooms, living on campuses, you know, however far away. Luckily, Ryan is only about 25 minutes from me. Like, thank God. I don't know what I would do if he was further away than that, because I go visit him as often as I can. It usually ends up being like once or twice a week, but it really just depends on our schedules, because I did continue to work throughout the school year. So my classes, I had 4 days a week first semester, and then 2 days a week second semester. That's another thing that's probably my favorite thing about community college, is that I have so much control over my schedule, since there aren't as many people trying to fit into the classes. So first semester I had 3 classes Monday, Wednesday, and then 2 classes one class on Tuesday, Thursday. So I would work in the evenings or go hang out with Ryan, and then my school typically doesn't do classes on Fridays, so I had those days to work, and then whenever I can, I go spend the weekends with Ryan. And it worked out really well that he made a really, really good group of friends, and I get along with everyone, and like I have fun when I'm with them too, so that worked out really well. And then second semester, I only had classes Mondays and Wednesdays, I believe. It was either Tuesday, Thursday, or Monday, Wednesday, but I put all of my classes just into those 2 days. That way I would go there and be there all day, and then I had the rest of the week to do whatever I want. But I would much rather be living on campus somewhere and have classes more frequently than have classes less and have to drive and go see everyone. Also, in case anybody's wondering, my major is business management. So the first 2 semesters I took a lot of basic classes like English and psychology, stuff like that, but now I'm starting to get into more of my major classes, which I am really excited about. I'm going to be taking business law, business management. I'm going to be taking my 3rd accounting class. I think I'm taking an accounting class this year. So I'm happy to be getting more into the classes that I want to be taking. And that's another great thing about college rather than high school, is that you are choosing what you do. You don't have someone telling you you have to take this and this and this and this. You choose what you major in, and you should definitely choose something that makes you happy. I have always, always, always thought that having a career in something that makes you happy is way more important than having a career that gives you a lot of money. I just think that the reward of being content with your life is way more beneficial than having a lot of money, because no amount of money can make you happy unless you're happy with yourself. I don't know. I don't want to get all like sappy or anything. Now, something that I'm sure a lot of you guys are curious about is the party and social scene. So obviously community college doesn't have that. At least if it does, I don't know. I don't talk to people that do those kinds of things. You guys are probably all aware of the fact that once you go to college, you have a lot more freedom and you have the ability to choose what you do at that time. Now, if you choose to party and drink and everything, which I'm not going to tell you yes you should or no, you shouldn't. I just think that it's really important that you are comfortable with the decision that you are making, because it's your body, and at the end of the day, it only matters how you feel. You also have to be able to balance your schoolwork and remember that the whole reason that you're there is to get an education. And I hate to sound like your mom by saying that, but it really is true. College is not cheap. So I'm about to start my sophomore year. I will be starting my classes on the 21st of August, which is so early. I'm not excited for it. And one thing that's really, really important for you guys to remember is that everybody's experience is different depending on what school you go to, what your major is, if you join a sorority, if you play a sport, if you commute to school, if you live on campus, dorm room that you live in. Like, there's so many factors that play into how your year goes, and not just freshman year, but every year. There are so many things that go into it. So just because I experienced one thing doesn't mean that you're going to experience it the same way that I did. Or if you go to community college and you love it, that's awesome. It's just that everybody's different. So I would say that the best part about going to community college was the freedom that I had in making my schedule and being able to dictate when I'm there and when I'll have my own free time. But the worst part of it is just that it's so lonely. I can't even explain to you guys, but it's really hard. And I know that not everyone's a people person, and some people prefer to stay home and like not live on campus somewhere, but I want that so badly. So it's really hard for me to watch other people be doing what I want to do, and it's more of a jealousy thing. And I know that this video seemed very like pessimistic, and I'm not trying for it to come off that way. I'm just speaking honestly about how I feel and what I want to be doing and how things went. So just because I don't like being at community college, it doesn't mean that it's not what's right for you. So in case anybody's wondering about what I'm going to do after community college, I will be transferring it to a 4-year school. I already know what school I want to transfer to, and yes, it is the one that Ryan goes to, in case anybody is wondering about that. Just because it's a campus that I am already familiar with. I already know a ton of people there. I have my own friends there, and he's there obviously. There are just so many reasons why I'm deciding to go to that school. And I know there are a lot of people that are probably going to judge me for choosing to go to the school that my boyfriend goes to, but we've been together for almost 5 years, and I am very comfortable with that decision. And also, it's a good school. It's not like I'm choosing a school that doesn't interest me at all, or that is a bad school. Like, I'm going to a good school. And trust me guys, I've thought about it for a really long time, and that's what I want to do. And I really shouldn't even need to explain myself, but I know there are a lot of people that will question that decision and judge it, but it's my life, and I'm going to do whatever it is that I want at the end of the day. Ideally, I actually wanted to transfer this year because I just did not like being in community college, and I was so lonely all the time, and it was really hard. Financially, it just did not work out, and the school that I want to go to is a private school, so it's more expensive. So I am going to wait a little bit longer. At this point, am hoping that I can transfer next semester, so halfway through my sophomore year, rather than waiting until junior year, but I will definitely be there by junior year. So if I were to wait for junior year, what would happen is I just get my associates at the community college that I'm at, and then I'll transfer and get my bachelor's at the 4-year school. And I've talked to a lot of people about transferring and what their opinion is. I've even gone to the school that I plan on transferring to, and I've talked to their counselors and gotten their opinion on things, and everybody tells me that I made the right decision by going to community college financially, because the cost difference is so crazy, and I'm getting the same education pretty much. So a lot of people tell me that I made the right decision, but I am just so unhappy right now that I really wish that it wasn't the right decision, and I wish that everyone would stop telling me that, because like, they don't know how I feel. I just feel like there are a lot of people at community college that don't know what they want to do with their life and don't really care about their education and are just there because they feel like they need to be at school. But I'm someone that knows what I want to be doing. I know what kind of careers I want to work toward, and I know what I want my life to be like, and it's really frustrating because I just feel so stuck right now. So I think I'm going to end this video here because I've just been rambling for quite a while. This video probably ended up being a very long one. I'll definitely try to cut it down as much as I can, because I know that there are a lot of people out there that say I talk too much in my videos. But this video was definitely all over the place, so if there's a specific topic that you guys really want me to dissect and make an entire video on, let me know. Also, leave comments below telling me when you start school, because there are some other back to school videos that I want to film, so that way I know when you guys start and when to get them up by. And overall, I just hope that you guys all have a good school year, and just remember that your attitude really does affect everything. I mean, you guys could see how drastically different my high school and my college experience were academically just because of the attitude that I had about things, you know, going into college with the mindset that I was going to be a better student and I was actually going to do better, and just kind of having that clean slate, it was really good for me. So if you guys found this video helpful, definitely give it a thumbs up. I'm sorry that it was super rambly. Like I said earlier, this was not going to be a structured video at all. I don't know. I just hope that you guys found it helpful. I'm gonna shut up now, and I'm going to talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!